guys, it's Gina and welcome back to my channel and happy Vlogmas day 1. I'm so excited that it's Vlogmas now. Oh, so excited. So this year's Vlogmas is going to be a little bit different from last year. If you were here last year for Vlogmas, you would have known that I kind of actually vlogged during the day and then sat down and did something at the end. Well, the first day of Vlogmas, which is today, is a little bit crazy, and so is tomorrow because I have a huge final. So today's and tomorrow's video are both going to be sit down, and then once I get past that day, then I'll do the intro where I'm standing up, walking around, and doing things like that. Also, I hope you guys notice that I have new lighting. As you can tell, my background is super lit up because I got new light bulbs in my light fixture up there. So we have the bright makeup bulbs, and then we have LED lights up above, which makes everything light and luminous and beautiful. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So we have a post notification shout out that needs to get read out right now. The Filmers SH, thank you so much. Also, I want to add, if you want, you don't have to put in your actual name so I can do that, or if you just want me to do your YouTube channel, that is fine. But thank you so much for having your post notification on. If you want to be a post notification shout out, all you got to do is click that bell and and say done in the comment section down below to be shouted out. Alright, so let me just stop blabbing. Today's video, we are going to be going through makeup that I will not be buying or trying, so just makeup I'm not interested in. I always like doing these every once in a while because new stuff's constantly coming out now, so let's get right on into the video. So I just want to give a little bit of a PSA because there are a couple things from 2 brands, and normally I try not to do that, but there's just these 2 brands came out with a bunch of things, and I was not having it, alright? So, first item on our list is from Too Faced. It is the limited edition Gingerbread Extra Spicy Eyeshadow Palette. Now this, let me zoom in. This is what it looks like, alright? Doesn't look bad, right? Looks beautiful, looks exactly like the old gingerbread palette, which let me get real quick. It looks like this palette. This is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. Some colors are just a little bit different, but this is this on the inside. Now, if you know me, you know I'm not that big of a Too Faced fan anymore since they just changed their formula and products. But this gingerbread palette last year was my absolute favorite. So of course, when they come out with another one, I'm gonna be like, ooh, it's gonna be just as good. Luckily, I first was thinking let me swatch this before I physically buy it, because I was just gonna add it to my cart, right? Wrong decision. Swatched it, completely different formula. Doesn't even feel like this palette. It's not smooth, not creamy, not buttery, not at all. At least the one I swatched, so I don't know. To be honest, I'm trying to give it a little bit of a positive side as well in this video. I don't know if it was just the one that I swatched, or is it actually just not that good? It is also $49, that's not a bad price range. I'm pretty sure all Too Faced palettes are $49. Eyeshadow palettes are getting expensive now, so that's not the main reason why I don't want it. It's just the texture of the palette and the eyeshadows just didn't feel like this one, so I was a little disappointed. Also, there's a lot of similar shades. I feel not the exact same shades, but it's got some similarity to it. So like I said, here's this one again, and we'll pull this one up and do a side-by-side. That's what these ones look like. Just a little bit similar, not too bad, not too much. Next item is from Too Faced again. This is the limited edition Let It Snow Girl makeup collection. It's originally $49. That's not bad in pricing because you get 3 items. It's on sale right now at Ulta for $29.50. So if that's something you did want though, go get it. I don't care. This is what it looks like. Now, I went to Ulta because I see their little holiday sets and I think they're adorable. I got them 2 years ago, so I was let me try them out again. Watched the main palette and just the formula was not there again. I just don't understand what they did to their eyeshadow palettes. I don't know if it's because they're constantly coming out with stuff now, but like so is ColourPop, and their stuff is literally the bomb. So the next part that's on it is the blush sides, and I kind of stopped using blush, to be honest, for a little bit, and then I got really back into it, and I literally have only been using, let me grab it. I know I just filmed the favorites video, well, not just filmed the favorite video, but I've been using this blush in my Cali Contour palette, and it's just called a matte blush. I've been using this a lot, so getting a bunch of blushes is not really going to be my cup of tea because I'm not really going to be using them like they're there. And then next, right here you have a bronzer and a highlighter. The thing about Too Faced bronzers in their holiday collections is they like to do super orange bronzers, so you see how pale I am. Like, how that's not gonna work for me. No, not one bit. It's not gonna work. Like, so I can't use that. Their highlighters to me aren't that good, and I have so many Jeffrees that are literally the bomb, so like why would I? Or even ColourPops, so if you're not as good as those two formulas, I honestly don't want anything to do with you, which goes into our next thing. And it's not just because it's not Jeffree's formula or ColourPop's formula for why I don't want this collection, because I'm going to give you the whole collection, but you're about to find out who it is, or you probably have already figured out who it is just by me talking like this. But it's the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters. I know everyone did reviews and they all loved them, but like, one, I'm not into super beaming highlighters. I am not. I like, if I am, they go straight onto my eyelids, so not really a big fan of that. Also, just not really into her cosmetic line so far. Nothing she's put out has been like, oh, I really want. So this first item is the Accent, well, it's a light duo. This is the highlighter palette in the shade, I don't know what it is, shade Flare. So here are the shades. They're not bad. I don't need a highlighter palette. I have Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter palettes. I have Jeffree highlighter palettes. I don't need another highlighter palette. Like when I go to do my makeup collection video like I do normally for Vlogmas, you'll see my highlighter drawer and be like, yeah, you really don't need any more highlighters, but like, am I gonna get more highlighters if I want them? Yes, because that's my favorite step in makeup. Just her company has not been giving me anything I really want. Next item is the Mood Light Luminous Powders. And this is what this looks like. Let me put up my brightness on my phone so you get the shade. This is what this looks like. It's $32. So it's supposed to be like the Lancome Luminous Powder, but I know Jaclyn has used it in videos from me watching it, and it's basically a setting powder that isn't drying. It's got luminous capabilities to it. To me, I do not want a setting powder that is going to be super luminous, even though I am dry skin. I just don't want that. If I want a dewy look, I'll use a dewy foundation, concealer, and setting my face with a hydration mist instead of setting spray. Like, I have other ways around it that I don't need a luminous powder for it. Now, if you want to go try it, go ahead, go for it. But to me, it's just not something that I would be purchasing because it's not my type of thing. That's just about it. Next thing is from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics again. This is the Beaming Light Loose Highlighter. And this is what, oh geez, that's what this looks like. It is $24. And the reason why I just don't want this is I'm not the biggest fan of loose highlighters. I'm not. I'll use them every so often, but I'm not the biggest fan of them, so I can't see myself grabbing it all the time to be like, ooh, I really want these. So that's the thing about that one. Next thing is from Huda Beauty. And this is the Mercury Retrograde Eyeshadow Palette. This is what this looks like. This is her highlighter palette. I am just personally, it's $167. Do I think it's worth $67? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think so. It's the colors of the eyeshadow palette. Let me turn down my brightness because that was just too much. This is the shades again. This is not the shades I think of when I think of Mercury Retrograde at all. So the shades Just didn't really hit it to me. I've seen people do beautiful looks with it, which is great. It's just not something I want to reach to. One, when I think of Mercury retrograde, I don't think of pastel pinks and greens and purples and, no, I think like reds and oranges and that kind of deal, even though I know everybody's already had those types of palettes, but to me, that's what Mercury retrograde to me is. It's different for like what everyone thinks the colors should be, but to me, I just don't really like the coloring of it. I just don't. It's just something I'm not the biggest fan of. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of Huda, if you didn't know already. I just don't really buy any of her products. I don't have the need to buy any of her products. None of her stuff wows me. Like this palette at first wowed me. And then I saw some people use it on and I was like, wow, that's really pretty, but like, do I see myself using this all the time? Not really. So, not really a thing to buy. So it didn't wow me to be like my first Huda Beauty purchase. I do have a Huda Beauty palette, but it's literally because it came in one of my Ipsy Glam Bag Pluses. So, there's that. Next item is from Pat McGrath Labs. This is the Mothership 5 eyeshadow palette in Bronze Seduction. This is what this looks like. Now this palette is absolutely gorgeous, but it's $125. $125 for 10 shades. I know the formula is amazing. I know it is because I have one of her mini Pat McGrath palettes. I know, but I can't think of spending $125 for eyeshadow. I also have almost all these colors in different palettes other than her two shimmery shades. But because it's so warm tone, I have so many warm tone palettes that I don't need another warm tone palette to be added to my collection just to have a Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow palette, if you know what I mean. So that's why that one's not really going to be bought, and the price range. The price range is the main reason. And I have all the shades, so don't need another one. Last item is from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Blush Palette in Ghost, because this is their, like, they do one for holiday every year. So this is what that one looks like. It is $58, which for 4 blushes coming from NARS is actually like a reasonable price for them, but still a lot of money for blushes. I'm just not the biggest fan of NARS blushes. I just never really got into them. I used to wear one all the time when I first started my channel, and I can't remember what the name was. But I used to wear one all the time because I got it as a little sample when I first became a Rouge member at Sephora. But now I didn't really grab for it, so I got rid of it. And these colors just don't, I like a peachy pink blush, and these are more like a neutral shades of blushes. That's what it kind of looks like from here. Like this, neutral, a little bit more neutral. Not exactly neutral, but they just come off when you swatch them as that. At least to me they did. I don't know if it's just because I'm super pale. Who knows? But those I just was not the biggest fan of. Like I said in the beginning of the video, today is the start of Vlogmas because it's December 1st. So get ready for me to be filming. I will hold me to it. I will film every single day until Christmas. So get ready for that content every single day. I don't know if the upload times will be the same. I'll try to keep them around the time that I upload videos now, but they might have to be pushed back just a little bit because if I gotta film it, I gotta edit it, upload it all on the same day. So bear with me on that part. Like I said in the beginning, if you want to post a notification shout out, all you gotta do is click that bell and comment done, and also give me your actual name if you want me to say your actual name, but if you want to stay just on your YouTuber account name, that is completely fine. I don't mind. I just want to know what you guys want to be shouted out as, and let me know if there's any products that have been released that you're not too fond of either in the comment section down below. And also let me know what makeup products you do want, because there has been a lot of things that have been coming out that I also want as well. So let me know in the comment section down below, because maybe it's something that I want, maybe we have the same taste, maybe it's something completely different that I didn't even realize was coming out and you told me. So, also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe and join the fam if you are new here, because I'll be uploading every single day till Christmas. And you'll be seeing a lot of content. And big spoiler alert, we will have mystery boxes from Jeffree Star in the video. Sometime, whenever they get shipped, we will have them, hopefully before Christmas. So so I can add them into Vlogmas. So, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.